Good morning, everyone. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Let's go ahead and make sure you all can hear me. If you would go ahead and drop number one in the comment section and let me know you can, I'd appreciate it. It just helps me to make sure that I'm not talking to myself for the next 30 minutes. I am going to have some phenomenal information for you, and I would hate for you to miss it because you couldn't hear me. All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. As we go through this morning, keep in mind that everything we do is for educational purposes only, and nothing is meant to be advice or recommendations. And if you like what you see here today, folks, go ahead and follow along with us. Subscribe on our YouTube channel, as well as the other various social platforms out there. We've got things that go out on those platforms on a daily basis. As an example, yesterday, I think I did 4 or 5 more videos additional beyond everything else that we do every day. Tomorrow, Sean and I are doing a video shoot day. We've got a ton of stuff to do, podcasts, other videos that we're doing, other shorts that we're doing, reels. Make sure that you're following along so you see all of that stuff, all trading related. None of it is cooking, right? So I hope you're not looking for that. So, all right, there we go. My wife would be the one you'd want to follow for cooking anyway, not me. All right, I appreciate you guys helping out there with that. Excellent. All right, so we've got some news out on the markets this morning. Unemployment is coming out this morning or just came out. All right, so let's go start off with the futures. All right, we're looking at the ES, and I'm going to grab my drawing tool here. 5 p.m. close, 6 p.m. open. After that big move down yesterday, NASDAQ hit a 10% correction on the market. We started to climb right out of the gate yesterday. We got until about 2 or 3 a.m. European market news kind of drove things down. We pushed up. We're at now a slightly lower high in there. We pulled back, and then this recent push on this last 5-minute candle is coming off of unemployment news. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, they're not even showing it on CNBC, so apparently it isn't that big a deal on whatever had just came out on unemployment. But I'm sure Santelli will be up there in a little bit with it. When we look at the Dow, the YM, they are up 158 points. Who was it this morning? Travelers. Yeah, Travelers is the biggest move of that. They had their earnings come out yesterday. We'll talk about them. They're on our list today, but they're up right now. The Dow 156 points. Decent move. We look at the NASDAQ. Man, they're rocking. Look at that. You know, much different picture than the other indexes, right? Where we had higher highs here, not lower highs, and a good little continuation bounce on that news. The RUT, the RTY, all my iron condors doing great. We're maintaining well. We're up about 11 points right now. Similar highs that we had in the morning. So that's the mark to beat right there, about 2073-ish on the RUT. We've got to get above that level, and it's really going to be the same on everything. On the ES, right? We've got to get above this 45, 54, we'll call it, ish level. So to make an impact today. Bitcoin just rocked this morning, and we are now up 800 points. But look at that last, 2 or 3 candles moving there. Great move. Ethereum, we're up about 66 points. So nice little move for them. Gold was kind of following suit with the market, rocking with it the same exact way. So this has been running along. Doesn't always work that way, but is today. And crude oil, no, go up. Nah, I got one position. We're doing well on it. I'm not too concerned with it. You can see we've got a little bottoming pattern in here. 11 o'clock today. Let's see. One of the alerts that we get every day is what from our TradeWatch alerts is the economic reports coming out. 10:30, we've got nat gas today, and 11 o'clock, we have crude inventory. Now, that is because we had holiday on Monday. Normally, crude would be on Wednesday, so it's going to be today. So 11 o'clock today, we've got crude. 10:30 today, we've got nat gas. So we'll get a better understanding there. You're going to see some pullback just based on that, where traders are not going to push as much right now because of it. So, all right, let's go take a look at some trades from yesterday. Let me know how you guys did yesterday. Drop in your trades of what you did yesterday, particularly if there are any that you did on the stocks that we listed. I'd love to hear about them. Give me a few minutes, T-Chess, and we will definitely talk that one out. All right? We'll get to that segment for sure. So I always keep my tracking sheet from the day before, and I utilize it to go through and see how we did on everything. I listed out Proctor and Gamble was one of the main ones yesterday, and SoFi was one. I had a couple of check marks next to United Healthcare, but that's because we trade that one regularly in our power option plays. Boy, I couldn't get that word out. So on Procter and Gamble, what did it say? It was earnings. I said we want a bull put spread, stock above 159.5, strike below 158. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring this up here. Let's go to Procter and Gamble. And this was yesterday, right? Anything to the right of this vertical line is what's going on today. So let me bring it down a little. So you can see the pre-market there. We had a nice rock up. We pulled back, and then we took off. So we were looking for anything above 159.5, which puts us right about here. So we hit that right on the very first mark of the day, right? First 5-minute candle, we rocked through that, right? So yesterday I took the 157.5, 155 bull put spread, and we got 30 cents for it. Let's see, did it? Yeah, it didn't do that. Got to just shift back one more time so we can get an option chain to react. Love-hate relationship with TradeStation here. If the option chain isn't open somewhere, meaning active on a window, it doesn't always update the symbol on there. It actually wipes it out and doesn't put a symbol in. So we looked at the 57.5, 55. So let's flip this over. 57.5, 55. We took in 30 cents for it yesterday. $2.50 spread, expires tomorrow. Right now it's at 12 cents. You can close it out. So, you've got more than half the profit in there. So excellent move on Procter and Gamble, right? The other one that I took was United Healthcare, UNH. They had earnings. We were looking for the price above 470 for a bull put spread and the strikes below 466. And again, you go back and look at yesterday's show and see all of this, and see exactly how we did, what we called out for these. And so we've got, let's see, UNH. Now, UNH, I'm going to break it down. You'll see a lot of text here that's kind of scrunched up. Watch what I'm going to do here. I'm going to pull this down into a 1-minute chart, which is what I used. Because, guys, I have what's called my 4-pack, even though there are 5 charts on there. It's a 4-pack, right? It's a 1, a 5, a 30, and a daily chart. The one in the upper right is the one we use for pre-market, okay? So, and I'm actually going to zoom in on it so it makes it a little bit easier to see. All right. So what were we looking for? We said on UNH, price above 470. Well, on the open, we had this small little candle in there. We're up about 468. All right. We pulled back. Now I have a support. Watch. If we go to UNH, not GH, I have a support at 465.76, right? So we actually came down to that level and took a bounce. 470, I think, is where our moving average was at that point. I jumped in a little bit earlier off of that bounce up the 465.76 level. My thought process was if it breaks to the downside again, I'm going to have very little risk in that transaction, in that trade, right? So what took place? We made a move up. We closed above. We moved down and then pushed up. Never got a real good test on that 1-minute candle there. On this candle, we opened down a little bit. We retested this 465 and we got a bounce. And I took the trade based on that bounce in there. You could have waited for 470. You would have been in on this candle here. And still been out about 475. All right. But I took that trade at, it was let's see, I wrote the times down purposely so I didn't have to play with it. 9:37 in the morning. This exit right here, we've got 477 was resistance. Right? Where do we get 477 from? There's a Fibit right there. We had a confluence with the 21 moving average right there. Okay. So, and you got to look at yesterday, the previous day's numbers to see it. Right. So this is what I'm talking about. On this day, we were up here. And our rule is, because of the price of the stock, right, we get out a couple of dollars lower, which takes us at about 475. So the option was 1590. So we got in at 1040, got out at 1590, and the exit time was 946. So we're talking about 9 minutes, 10 and a half to 16, let's call it, just to round the numbers up. So what does that give me? $5.50 in under 10 minutes. Rocked on it. So great trade. I hope some of you were able to take that one. Let's see. Tesla woofer. Okay, Alan. Google Gore. All right. WDA was a Confluence. Home Depot nailed it. All right, I love that. Good job there. Paula said, close my position on tech for a 21% profit. Nice, Paula. Great job, everybody. Great job. Appreciate you sharing those. All right, so now it's time at this part of the show to go look at candidates for today. You can see all of the candidates listed right here. They're broken into two brackets on the movers and shakers. The space in there, anything below that blank line right here, everything below that, RF and down, are monthly options. The one above it are weeklies. We're going to focus very heavily on the weekly options. And the first one is Alcoa. Now, Alcoa has multiple purposes today. Its earnings were the reason that it is on our list. But Alcoa is the unofficial start of earnings season. So when you look for when the earnings start to really populate out, Alcoa comes out right around that same time. Now, so do many others. But Alcoa just seems to be the one that traders focus on. Big company, right? Alcoa, blah, blah, blah. So they're the one that really is the kickoff to the earnings season. So they're up $1.41 right now. They're at $61. I like that. Let's go look at Alcoa here. Oh, yeah, I like that a lot. All right. So let's put a Fibonacci on there. So good fib right there. Good drawing. We pulled back to the 236. That's a very standard move that we look for. We came back up to the 0. We played around a little bit. We bounced. And now what? We're above the 8 moving average. Right now, we're sitting at $61.04. So we're right up, guys. We are right up against that resistance within $1.25 or so. We're right there. So I like the pattern. But once we draw the fibs on there, that 62.22 now becomes resistance. So we're going to look for a bull put spread. We're going to look for stock price above 62. And then the put below 62. All right. So what do we have available? So if we look at the 62s, wow, we've got 50-cent increments here. That's nice. So below 62, 62, 61 and a half. Yesterday was 40 cents, but that's probably because of the earnings coming out. You're not going to get 40 cents on a 50-cent spread. By the way, if you can, just buy it all. Just every contract available, buy it. If you can get 40 cents, have a 10-cent risk, I'm in, regardless, right, of the price getting up there or not. So I like Alcoa. I just want to see it move up a little bit. All right, let's go back to a 5-minute chart here. That gets very busy. Okay, good. AMD is the next one, right? They had a downgrade come out today. They're down about $1.68, puts them at about 125. So let's go look at AMD's chart. So what do? We start off with the daily, with the intraday picture of what's the news doing to it right now. If I like what the picture is, then I go and jump over to the daily chart. And what is the daily chart telling me? We're in a bearish bias. We're not true bear, but we are bear, which means we can take bearish directional trades with what I call aggressive. So we take a lower number of contracts on this setup. And that's because the moving averages are not in the correct order. They're mixed. The 21 is up too high, the green line. So right now we're in a bearish bias. We're at 128.27 as of yesterday, 126.65. Nice. So we broke that level right there. So we're going to be looking at a bear call spread below. Well, actually, price is going to be above 128. So that means when I say above, it's 128 or above. All right. So, and we've got $1 increments on it. So I like that. 127, 128. Again, we're not getting this. This is based on earnings. You're not going to see this happen, right? Yeah, it's just not going to happen. You're not getting 76 cents on it. But that's the strike we're looking for, 27.28. All right, so I like that one a lot. I'm going to put 3 check marks next to that, but I'm a big AMD fan, so I may be prejudiced a little bit for that as well. Baidu. What's the news on Baidu, Rob? Well, it's not a Baidu news per se. The news out today is that China stocks are rocking this morning. Baidu is one of them that I like very much, again, on our power option plays list. So I want to take a look at a Baidu, right? 162.20, or previous list. 162.20 right now. It's up almost $8. All right, so let's go look. Oh, a little too scrunched in there. All right, so let's see, 45. All right, 45.75. We need a fib in here, so we're going to split this level in half. We're going to add a negative 136 level inside of there. Okay, so, see, here's the power now. We've got 159.88. We've bumped our head on ugly, hit it once before, right? And failed just a couple of days ago. And right now we're at 162.30. So we're up here, right? So I am looking at a bull put spread, price, actually strike below 160. Right? So if we look at the 160, what do we have there? 60, 57 half. As of yesterday, we're at, wow, $2. Again, we're not going to get $2 on it. If we can get $2 on a 250 spread, it's, all over it for me, without a doubt. Right? But that's where we're looking. 157, 160 will be the spread on that one. So like that one a lot. 3 check marks next to Baidu. Next one is Burl. B-U-R-L. All right, so Burl was a downgrade. You can see where they closed up last night. We are down $4.50 right now. So let's go look at Burl's daily chart. Oh, they're in a tailspin. They're just, they were up at $350 and they're now down at 2.25. Right? Very nice. Very nice. I wish we had a fib drawn on here. We don't, because we don't have a bottoming pattern just yet. If we go back, anything that we draw is going to be, anything we draw is going to be wiped out again. We're going to be past our levels, I think. That's probably the best one we've got right there. One, let's see. We've got another fib that we could draw from here. I just don't know how much more it's going to help us. A little bit, I guess. All right, there we go. I'm going to work off that one. So it's not an ideal situation, but there we go. Not ideal, but it's better than what we had. So $21 is our fibit. So 12 to 26, that's $24. So we need to split this level in half. So we need to add a negative 5 in there. All right. So as of yesterday, we were at 224. We had support at 219.5. We're at 219.48 right now with the support at 219.43. So what is that telling me? We pushed down and we stopped. Y'all didn't see that line until I drew it there. No one knew it was there, right? But traders are stopping at that line for a reason. Psychologically, mentally, in your subconscious, something is telling you there's a stopping point. You just don't know why. And that's because it is a Fibonacci level. It's a natural order of life, right? Period. It's there. You just don't realize it. When you look at a building and say, yeah, something's off on that. I can't put my finger on it. It just doesn't look right. That's Fibonacci telling you that. Same with the human, a person, their face, or, think of a person that's walking around, they're 6 foot tall and their knuckles drag on the ground, right? Something's off, right? It just doesn't look natural. It's not right. Okay, that's what that fib line, that 219.43 is. It's a natural order of things, right? So here's what I'm going to do for Burl: bear call spread, price below 219. So again, 219 or lower. right? And then the strikes above 220. All right. So that's Burrow. DFS is our next one. All right. So DFS, they are earnings. They're down about $2.50 right now to 116. So let's go look here if there's anything. DFS. So I've got it as a channeling pattern. There's really nothing exciting about it. It's in a nice little channel there. It's down at 116. We're at 114. So I'll be looking at a bear call spread with the strike above 120. All right, next one is Ford. Ford was a downgrade. They're only down about 58 cents right now, but they are a $21 stock. So am I real excited about it? Well, Ford's had a great move to the upside, big push to the downside yesterday. Great way to downgrade them after the earnings, right? Or after the, not earnings, after the big drop takes place yesterday. Now, the earnings are coming up. I'm going to wait on Ford. Nothing about this excites me. Earnings coming out. I really don't want to fight any of that over the next couple of days, so I'll wait. SIG, SIG. SIG, same store sales, right? Signet Jewelers, same store sales were good. They're up 444, right? They do have weekly options on them. So let's go look at SIG. Not one that I normally trade, hence no fibs on there. And I don't prep any of these things before we start, guys. I want you to see in the raw what I do every day for myself when I'm looking for those news type candidates out there. All right. So right now we're at 91.85. 91.32 is a fib line. Go figure. Go figure. How close can we get? Right. So we're going to look at a bull put spread price above 91. Strikes, meaning the option price below 91. All right. That'll be SIG. And then UNP is the last one that is a weekly option. So here's what I want you to do. UNP, let me put that in, get it started. Guys, drop the symbols in that you want me to take a look at here, and I will make sure to go through those as we finish up here today, all right? So Union Pacific, they got earnings came out. They're up $4.50 right now, right, which puts them at 244, 243.91. Ha! Go figure. We're right at that fib line, right? Bull put spread, stock above 244, strike below 244. All right? Excellent. So we've got three more quick ones we're going to go through, and then we'll hit your candidates that you want to look at. RF, which is Regions Financial. They had earnings come out, monthly options on them. They're down about a buck. We'll be looking at a bear call spread. TRV, huge company in the Dow, Travelers, right? It was earnings for them. They are up right now just under $5. Monthly options, a little bit disappointing. I'll be looking at a bear call spread for today if we can get enough premium. Right, a bull put spread. If we can get enough premium for it. Yeah, see, I'm not. See that big width, $5 increments? It's a big stock. They're not going to pay me what I want. So big blue chip company. So we're going to wait. Or maybe I should just write pass instead of wait. And WELL was an upgrade, right? Woo! Okay, nice move. Right now, nice move. It says it's up $1.32. Looks like a nice move. Apparently, they don't have a very big movement intraday. Right, $1.32. Yeah, that big move looks like it's $10 to me. I'm looking at it, and it says $1.32. I'm going to pass. No, I wrote next to it. Right, not interested at all. All right, so let's see. T-Chess asked if we would look at DocU. That was the first one that got dropped in as we got started here today. So T-Chess, let's go look at that one first, right? DocuSign. So, I mean, overall bearish, right? Bearish bias. We're up in the pre-market 226. Very mixed signals. Oh, actually, they're not, right? We're at 129.25. We've got resistance at 131. So, I would look at DocU, right, as a potential bear call spread if it fails, right? So DocU fail at 131.5 and look for a bear call spread. All right, so there we got on DocU. Hope that helps, T-Chess. Let me know in the comments. Let's see. John said BABA analysis. Also, could you put a fib on it? I thought you were going to start singing the song. Should have put a ring on it. BABA, you got it. Maybe you said it, John, before I did it, but there's the fib on BABA. It was BABA, right? Oh no. All right, my bad. We were looking at not BABA. We were looking at Baidu. Okay. So here's our fib on Alibaba. Earnings coming up, so be cautious with that. Let's look at where they are this morning. China company, they're up, right? $7 in the pre-market, which puts them up at 135.5. So we're in between right now, John, the 132 and the 139.25 level. So what I'd love to see with a BABA, right? And I'm going to write a note for myself. BABA retest the 132 level and then a bull put spread below 132. All right. So that's what I'd be looking at. Now, I also would be good with a long call at the same place. We can get a bounce off that 132. But right now, John, we're in the middle. So you just have to decide if you're willing to take on that risk and take the trade now without waiting for the retest. For me, the answer is no. So I hope that helps. Ed said, great learning process, just watching you do your thing in the morning. Okay, I appreciate it, Ed. Love having you here. You know that. Joel is asking for BAC. All right, which is Bank of America. Let's go see where we are. Oh, what did I write? I wrote BOC. I typed in BOC. Right? Okay. All right, we're up 24 cents right now in the pre-market, so we really haven't moved. So let's see. We're going to snap a fib in here. This is those of you that follow along with me with fibs. Here's our hiccup, right? And where are we at? We're sitting yesterday at 46.44. We're at 46.69. So on BAC, Joel, I would love to see it drop a little bit, get down towards the 46. All that's going to do is shake out some of the looky-loos. And you may see that happen. There's very small move up, 25 cents right now. You may see that's just enough to draw some people in, some traders in, and get a quick push to the downside. If we can get that and a bounce off of the 46, there's potential. It's not a concise entry, meaning we're in a neutral bias right now. We've got the 8 and the 21 above our head. But if you're bullish on it, you see it going up, great. For me, I would pass because we're in a neutral position that doesn't really set us up for the best opportunity. So hope it helps. Let me know if you need more on it. I will gladly do that, Joel, in the comment section, of course. And then Paula asked for SPY. SPY who loved me. We are in a bearish bias. Die. So we're up 222 this morning on SPY, which puts us at 454, we'll call it. So we're right up against that 456 level, Paula. What is today? Thursday. So the options expire tomorrow. Is our next one, the 21st? Yeah, tomorrow. Tough play, Paula. If today becomes a normal day where we're up in the morning and then we start to drop after that, that push up to that 456 level and fail would be ideal, right? If we can get a failure off of there. I would love to see that, right? If not, it's a day trade, maybe using pivot points, but I don't have anything great on the daily chart that says, ooh, take this one, take this one. I'm glad you liked it, Amos. I'm glad you liked it. Great, T-Chess. Glad that helped. Good, John. Appreciate it. Excellent, 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 excellent. All right, ladies and gentlemen, a couple minutes over. Man, it's time to rock. Let's get the day started. But listen, start it off with this. Before the market opens, before things get going, go ahead over. Sean's going to drop a link into the 30 Days of Trading Success. We did one last night. It was awesome. The feedback I've gotten, the emails we've gotten today from it to our support email have been outstanding of how much it's helped and so forth. Folks, you want to get in the last training, which is coming up on Saturday. What's today? Yeah, 19th was yesterday. On Saturday is the last one, the 22nd. It's at noon. I purposely did one on a Saturday, figure out all these people that work West Coast. It gives you an opportunity, although it's a little bit earlier. It's 9 a.m. on the West Coast, but it gives you an opportunity to get in there, folks. 30 days to trading success. That's the goal behind this, to help you learn how in 30 days I can take you from zero to hero in the market. So go ahead and get registered for that, and we will see you there. Make it a profitable day. Stay focused on the quest to becoming a great trader. Keep crushing it, and remember, you're just one trade away. All right, folks, take care. I will see you then. Bye for now.